Hey y'all, it's Kate from Literary Apothecary, and today we're going to do our weekly reading wrap-up for the week of January 2nd to the 8th. If you haven't heard me yet, Happy New Year, Happy 2022. I am so excited for this year. I have really good feelings for this year. So, to start off this year, again, let's say thank you and hello to our new subscribers, especially Vols Fan 90. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for stopping by and watching all my videos. Really, it means the world to me because without you, I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. So thank you for subscribing. Now, let's get on to the reading this week because even though this week was a very busy week for me, I was off work Monday and Tuesday of this week, and so I got a lot of reading done. And I can't wait to talk to y'all about it because there was some amazing reads that I had done. So, first and foremost, right after my last week's reading wrap up went up, I finished Jade War by Fonda Lee, Book 2 in the Green Bone Saga, and I will have a review coming for this book this week on Wednesday, probably. Y'all, this book was so freaking good. It gave me all the feels, every feel you could have. It had my heart racing, it had me crying, it had me laughing, it had me just turning page after page after page. I got to like the halfway mark and I didn't want to stop reading this. That's how good it was. It was so good. 5 stars. Watch for my review coming very soon on this. And then after I finished that, the next day I finished the audiobook for The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. And y'all, this book was so magical. It was so special. It was like, especially listening to the audiobook, it felt like I was listening to a fairy tale being told to me, like as a kid. It was so magical. I can't wait to reread this already. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and I'll probably have a review coming for this also soon. Which reminds me, let's take a break from our wrap-up and just give a quick update. A lot of my 2022 goals are going to be on my Patreon-only page, but I wanted to let you all know that I want to be doing more reviews this year and less kind of everyday tag kind of stuff. That you get the same questions for in just about every tag. So I'm going to be doing more reviews this year, less tags and miscellaneous videos, and I can't wait to talk because I've read so many great books and I want to talk to y'all about them, but these tags get in the way, so less tags, more talk about books, and I can't wait. Okay, speaking of talking about books, let's get back to it. I also read a couple shorter things. So I read our essay of the month for our Joan Didion read-along. That was Where the Kissing Never Stops, which comes from Slouching Towards Bethlehem, which is included in this big collection. What did I call it? The Omnibus. This is titled Where We Tell Ourselves Stories in Order to Live, Collected Nonfiction by Joan Didion. I love Joan Didion so much, and we recently just lost her, which made me so terribly sad. I cried when I found out. I love this woman so much. She was an idol to me, and now the world doesn't get any more new writing. So this essay kind of took a view at Joan Baez and kind of gave the impression that young women can be kind of led astray or told what to do by older men, I guess is how you would describe it. Joan Baez was one of the leaders of the non-violence movement back in the 60s, and she created a whole school because of it, and that's essentially what this essay is about. So I finished that, and then I also read our 2 Stephen King short stories from the night shift. We read Strawberry Spring, which is kind of like a serial killer loose on campus trying to figure out who it is, whodunit kind of deal. It was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't one of the ones that I enjoyed most so far, but I still enjoyed it. And then the other one was The Ledge, which really had me on my seat the entire time. That's one of my favorites so far. I absolutely loved that short story, The Ledge. So that's the reading that I got done this week. Now let's talk about my current reads. What am I reading right now? I'm still making my way through Mobe is a Washpot by Stephen Fry. I'm hoping to have this done this weekend or very early next week. And so then once I'm done with that book, I will be switching back to Anathem by Neil Stephenson, and I think I said that right this time, which was, as you remember, a buddy read with Michael Knipp's Discord. Mobe is My Washpot was a buddy read with Overly Average Ben's Discord, and I'll put both of those Discords down below in the description. Now, more books that I am currently reading. I am very early on in Green Rider. Oh, my bookmark just lost. Oh, here it is. In Green Rider by Kristen Britton, and this is a buddy read along with Josephine at Fine Reads, and I'll put her Discord link down below. This I'm enjoying so far, but I am, like I said, I'm very early in, maybe like 10 pages in, not even 10 pages in, 4 pages in. I only just started this, just 1 chapter in. I am very excited for this. This is Josephine's favorite fantasy series ever. So we are doing 1 book a month in live shows, and it's going to be so much fun, y'all. I can't wait. And I am also, yes, still making my way through Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. I am making good progress now, and I'm really interested to see what happens. This is such a fun, magical read. I really enjoy Susanna Clarke's integration of historical figures, because it's a little bit historical fiction in with the fantasy, like it's just every day. It's so fantastic. I absolutely love it. My last current read that I'm reading right now is an audiobook, The Girl in the Tower by Kristen Arden. This is book 2 in the Winter Night trilogy following Baron the Nightingale, and I'm enjoying this a lot. So let's talk about my next reads. So my next reads will include The Ember Blade by Chris Wooding, which is my patron pick of the month. Andrew at Andrew's Wizardly Reads is my patron of the month this month for January, and he picked me to read this big boy, The Ember Blade. This is one of his favorite books ever that he recommends to everyone, so I can't wait to get into this. I hear from Leslie, who he also picked her to read this in a previous month. It's kind of like old school, high fantasy, lots of action, and I can't wait to get into this. Once I finish Anathem, I will be moving on to the ebook version of The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky, and this is a buddy read with my friend Christy at Chrissy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space. And also, like towards the end of this month, beginning of February, the Codex Cantina is going to be hosting another read-along, another Dostoevsky read-along of this book. So depending on how long it takes me to get through Anathem, I may be joining that accidentally, but I can't wait either way to be reading this with Christy, because she is one of my besties, and buddy reads with her are just the best. So once I finish the audiobook that I'm currently listening to, The Girl in the Tower, I will be starting the audiobook for Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind, book 1 in the, now I can't remember, the Sword of Truth series. I can't wait to get into this. I've heard so many of my friends absolutely love this series. It's a staple in fantasy. I told it's like one of those beginner fantasy series that you should definitely read. So I can't wait to finally get into this. And then the last book on my next reads will be Starsight by Brandon Sanderson, which is book 2 in the Skyward series, and this has become an accidental read-along on my Discord, where a whole bunch of us wanted to read all of these books together, so it became a read-along. So we're doing this one this month, and then next month we'll venture into the novellas. But I can't wait to see what happens in this book and get back to some more MBOT, because y'all know how much I absolutely love MBOT. So that's my weekly reading wrap up for this week. Let me know what you read this week, what you're looking forward to reading next week. As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. There's no pressure to join either, but we have a ton of fun at both, and my Patreon's only $1 a month. So if you want to support me financially, come and join, and we have so much fun. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.